It's Jayo Stole Sports. We're in week 11 of the NFL season. And just like that, man, we're already past halfway point in the season. So you're seeing who the true contenders are. You're seeing who the pretenders are.
100%.
Jay Lynch. Jay Lynch is here, you know.
It's been a while, but I'm back, full effect.
hmm And a team that's looking like they're back like they never left, the Philadelphia Eagles. 6-game winning streak.
Yeah.
They're killing it right now. They're leading the division. That was a big win, divisional win against the Commanders. You heard the Philly crowd after the game. Thank you,
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah.
But this guy, Saquon Barkley, man,
Yeah.
something we never seen before.
Yeah. Again, I think we all knew this was coming. The Giants knew it was coming, right? When they had that Hard Knock series that they had in the offseason, the very first Hard Knocks in the offseason, and how much attention was about this Saquon conversation, right? And look how it's paying off for the Eagles, right? Big acquisition picking up Saquon in the offseason, and it's paying off, right? He's making highlight reel plays like his NFL street out here, jumping over man's backwards. He's scoring at will. He's rushing for 100 yards each and every
Yeah.
game. I mean, Saquon is a difference maker for this team. It's almost similar to when CMC joined the Niners a few years ago, that same type of impact. Like he's a difference maker. And again, like teams like the Lions that lead the NFC right now, should they be concerned with a team like the
Yeah.
Eagles
Yeah.
that are on this 6-game winning streak and looking like world beaters?
Yeah, yeah. Not only is he hurdling, man, this guy he's spinning defenders in the hole.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I've seen
saying?
that. Yeah, the
He's
vision's
spinning.
impeccable. Yeah,
Like you get this guy in the open field, there's no chance.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's catching 40-yard bombs from J Jalen Hurts,
Hmm.
touchdowns. He is your prototypical back,
Yeah,
catches the ball, and he could take it to the house anytime. He's a home run hitter. And that's what the Philadelphia Eagles need to do.
yeah,
Feed your best player. Saquon is their best player. Um,
100%.
I agree that Jalen Hurts, maybe he doesn't have to have the best games, but you have a guy like that, it's fine. Like AJ Brown, we already know how AJ Brown is. He's gonna want the ball all the time, but especially with the playoffs coming, if you can't run the ball, and we're not saying you have to have 100 yards, 150 yards every game, but you have to keep the defense on a level where they have to respect the box
Hmm.
and put an extra guy in there when a guy like Saquon's there, when a guy like Derrick Henry is there. You know what I'm saying? And the Eagles 6-game winning streak, I do think the Lions need to be a little bit worried because you have a guy like Goff throwing 5 picks. Yes, they're a great team. They still were able to win that game.
Yeah,
But that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Eagles, you see these DBs also. These
yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell,
Locking
Blankenship,
up everything. Yeah,
Cooper DeJean.
yeah.
These guys are young bulls and they are putting in the work.
Hmm.
So it just shows you how smart, how good they are in the front office. Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, they're getting these guys. All these guys have been drafted. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Jalen Hurts,
The O line, a
Devontae
lot of the O
Smith.
line. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So the
yeah,
Eagles, yes, you can hate on the coach Sirianni all you want,
yeah. The fan
but
base and all that. Yeah.
but it seems like he likes this.
Hmm.
He likes the controversy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it seems like it's working for this Philadelphia Eagles team. Do you see the Eagles winning this division? I know they're
Hmm.
only one game up on Washington, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's a statement victory.
Yeah, 100%. And we could see that Jaden Daniels is definitely dealing with some injuries, and
Mhm.
it's definitely affecting his play because what we saw in the first 5 weeks is not the same that we've seen these last 5 weeks for Jaden Daniels. Ever since he picked up that rib injury, he's been a bit cautious and he's not able to be as confident as he was playing. But yeah, this is a test for the Commanders, right? They got punched in the face, punched in the mouth against the Eagles Thursday night. How do they bounce back and respond after a bye week, right? The Eagles 6-game winning streak, they're not looking back, right? So again, they'll have the opportunity to play the Eagles again. and see how they fare. But they have to again keep winning games to ensure that when that they play the Eagles again, it's a meaningful one. But really and truly, I think that momentum that the Eagles are on, is going to carry out through to the rest of the season. So I like the Eagles to win this division.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But we mentioned Jaden Daniels, a rookie. Let's mention another rookie in Caleb Williams, the number one overall draft pick. His OC is gone, but is that really going to make a big difference? Do you see it being a change in his game? Because right now these guys aren't happy. These guys
Mhm.
aren't happy. I'm all not even starting DJ Moore today.
Yeah,
So what
same.
do you
I'm thinking about the same thing.
think?
Yeah. Again, big test today going against the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay
Mhm.
Packers own the Chicago
Last
Bears.
10 games, 10
Yeah,
wins.
exactly. So I don't know what that will do in terms of the OC being fired. Again, it's a change. It's always that you always say see it, right? The Saints last week they fired the head coach. They get that bounce back win against the Falcons. You know what I mean? That bet is still, I don't, it's still, yeah.
Cousins is
Uh,
gonna be flexed, fam.
but yeah, what I was saying is, I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. I think Caleb has a lot of bad habits right now.
Yeah.
He's escaping the pocket right away. He's just not confident in his O-line. He doesn't trust his O-line, and I don't know what it is, but him and the receivers just aren't on the same page. So really and truly, I don't think it's makes a difference, and I don't think they'll be able to win this game at home against the Packers.
Yeah, I can't see Caleb fixing those mistakes right away. And yeah, it's again, they have a tough schedule. So that is not, it's not like the schedule's in their
Yeah.
favor either. So
They had the
that,
easy games early. Now it's the hard one. So we'll see how it is.
yeah, gotta talk about your Saints. Got a
Yes,
big
sir.
victory
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
I'm saying can't guard Mike wasn't on X saying anything crazy. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, and I needed it, right? You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
talking all that about the Falcons, and we
Hmm.
needed to get that that win. So, again, if the Falcons lose again this week, man, I'm not sounding so crazy anymore. But again, I need a lot of help in the division because the division's terrible. But again, Falcons are who we thought they are. They're not a real team. That's why a
Not a
team
real team.
with an interim coach that's before the game, clogging up the toilet is getting W's. So that's all I gotta say on that one.
And Falcons kicker is just he should just be ashamed of himself, man.
Yeah,
A
he
guy
had the
like a
yips,
guy
man.
a guy like Arthur Blank decided to give him a pat on the shoulder after that game. No, I'm walking by you. Like what?
Yeah.
There is no don't show no sympathy for that. All those
Yeah,
kicks you're
crazy.
missing.
That's like you
Nah.
have to deal with kickers like how Debo was dealing with them.
Do you see that, bro? Nah. And then guess what? That worked. That
It
energy
worked.
worked. Because he hit the game winner
Exactly.
after.
Right, exactly.
Falcons too soft. Falcons not serious. But your boy MVS, man. Yo,
Not
I'm
my
gonna be
boy, but salute.
okay. Well, your boy now. Your boy now. What a game. And
Yeah.
I always say this, like if you put a track team together, man, the amount of speedsters y'all have, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Shaheed,
Yeah.
MVS. You guys, if that's the only thing y'all need, because their car can't throw those short passes, their
No, he's
car
not
can't
accurate.
throw those
No,
intermediate
no.
routes. He's just a deep ball thrower at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And it worked for him last week. We'll see if it works this week because y'all are hosting a former
She's
fellow friend.
Yes, sir. Jameis in the house. Jambo is in New Orleans. The
Yeah.
return of Jambo. It'll be an
Mhm.
interesting one. I like Jameis to have a good game in his return for sure. I expect a lot of deep balls. I expect some interceptions. I expect some big plays. But I expect an exciting game in New Orleans and a great opening game chant from Jameis is definitely guaranteed.
He's deserving of that.
Yeah.
He's definitely deserving of that. But sticking with young QBs, what I saw last week from the Colts quarterback, Joe Flacco, he seems washed, man.
Yeah,
He
he's
does seem
tired,
washed.
fam. Sleepy
And
Joe, man.
it's bad. But the thing is, like, Anthony Richardson, he's younger than everybody, man.
Yeah.
He's younger
Yeah.
than these rookie quarterbacks. He's younger than everybody.
Hmm.
He has to get back in there, man.
Yeah.
He has to. Like I know they said they're rolling with Joe for the rest of the season, but some of those picks is
No, they
three
said,
picks, 3 picks last week,
yeah.
and they're dumb picks, and he's obviously not mobile. I
They
think
put
AR's
they
got to get
they
back.
they put AR back in. He's playing tonight. Today AR Anthony Richardson is back. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're going back and forth with it. He's back out there, man. Mr. No completions.
What? Nah,
Yeah.
nah, come on, man.
Exclusive. You heard it here first, man. AR's gonna be back out there going against the New York Jets. That's gonna be an interesting one.
Holy, okay, okay, I'm amped. I've been saying AR after I saw that first half last week. I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
These guys are punishing the young kid.
After
This thing is
Florida
tough.
got the big dub against LSU, man, you gotta put the Florida boy out there, man. Come on.
Yes, sir, ski. Yes, I no, that's big for him. Speaking about the Jets, real quick, I never thought I would see the day where Devontae Adams is dropping touchdown passes in from Aaron Rodgers.
Hmm.
It's not a serious team.
Yeah,
This even from last year, it's just like there was no chemistry. You thought A-Rod was going to be the A-Rod from Green Bay Packers. It didn't work last year, obviously. Um, Short season, and then this year it's not working, even with him getting his best friend. Just New York football is it's in shambles. It is
yeah,
horrible. It is not good to be a New York football fan. And the division's already done anyways because the
yeah,
Bills have that division. People are talking about, oh, A-Rod saying he's gonna come back. I don't think there's no need for that.
yeah.
There, there,
Yeah,
there,
I agree. I
there's
agree.
no
I think, they had their moment. They tried a thing, but it's
try to
looking like
take.
it's not going to work out for them.
No, it's not. And a team they lost to that is looking good. You could arguably say the best division in football, like from 4 to 1, it's like separated by one game. Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray leading the NFC West, and you gotta appreciate what he is doing. He is not putting the ball in harm's way. He's not turning over the ball. And James Conner is showing that he's a top back in this league, putting in work, getting touchdowns. Obviously, we've mentioned this before. We still want to see a little bit more from
Hmm.
Marvin. He's not feeding Marvin the way we thought he would. We thought
Yeah,
Marvin would be a top 5, top 10 receiver in this league.
yeah.
Is that Marvin's fault? I'm not gonna say it is, but they are winning, so I
It works
guess
out.
yeah, I guess it worked out. Trey McBride though, man.
Hmm.
He is like a top 3 tight end in this league.
I agree. Yeah,
Put him with
it's
their
him, Kittle, and then I don't know what else you could
Bowers.
say. Yeah, Bowers. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bowers.
No,
Travis.
he's balling, man. He's
Yeah.
balling. The Cardinals are on they're on a bye this week, and I did see Kyler still needs to be a little bit more aware in the pocket. He got smoked last week by Quincy Williams,
Hmm.
but he has a bye week to recover. And yeah, I think he should be fine. I think the Cardinals are looking really good. Obviously, we know how good they are to start a season, so we're gonna see how it goes to end this season.
That is true.
Big divisional game in that same division, Seahawks and Niners. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, we know that Christian McCaffrey has returned to play, right? Last week he played and he was pretty good, right? They got the win. He was looking like the same old Christian McCaffrey, but I think this is his breakout game.
Mm.
I think we see a rushing and receiving game where he gets 125 plus yards, maybe a touchdown or two. I see a big game in CMC's return to that Levi Stadium in San Fran. I think he has a big game, and I think they get a big win against the Seattle team coming off the bye.
Yeah, no, CMC. If they're gonna make the playoffs, CMC has to put in work. You know what I'm saying? He can't just be on the field. He has to be the CMC we all know. So we're gonna see. We mentioned already what Debo did to his kicker. And sometimes you need that spark to
That's what you
start the
need. That's
season.
it, man.
You need that
That's
spark to
it.
get the season going.
Yeah, rattle up what needs to be rattled up, and then that's why they got the game-winning kick at the end. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's facts. It's facts. Okay. Chiefs, Bills, game of the week. Chiefs, I don't know how they're doing it, but over and over, they're
They
just
find a
getting
way.
these plays. They just know how to come back. They just know how to be in the right situations at the right time. What a block, the field goal. And this week they have the Buffalo Bills. They're at Buffalo. You know how that Buffalo crowd is. If they win this game, this is probably the toughest game they have left on their schedule. They still have the Steelers. Steelers are not a team to sleep on,
Mhm.
but if they win this game against the Bills, do you feel like they can go all the way, go undefeated in the regular season?
Yeah, I think it's this one or nothing. If the
Mm,
Bills aren't able to win this game, again, I think if the Bills aren't able to win this game, again, fair enough. This is a team that's on a path of destiny to go undefeated with the Chiefs, but I do not think that they want to be a team that's undefeated because
mm,
that's just too much pressure when
pressure.
you're getting into the playoffs, right? I feel like the Chiefs will drop one weird game, similar to like last week when they could have easily lost to Denver, right? I think it's going to be one of those games where maybe they play the Chargers and they lose a divisional game, but
Mm,
at that point they're already 16-1 or whatever the case may be. So it doesn't
okay.
matter. They
Okay.
got their loss out the way. Now let's focus on bigger and better things, which is getting that three-peat.
Mhm. Yeah, I think if they beat the Bills, they have a great chance of going undefeated. And then I think the next big test for them is the Steelers. I think it's week 16 or week
Yeah.
17. Because we know how well the Steelers are playing now with
Hmm.
Russell Wilson starting. But knowing Andy Reid, he in the last week, he's probably going to rest his starters.
Yeah.
And you rest your starters, more than likely you're going to lose that game.
Who knows? Carson Wentz might do a thing, man.
Yeah, I can see Carson Wentz having a good game because, that's like he has to show the league like, oh, where my next team's gonna be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
you
It's
never know,
audition.
but I think if there's losses, it's either today or the Steelers.
Hmm.
And I think today is going to be their biggest test up to now. Speaking about the Steelers, huge game at home. They're undefeated in the Russell Wilson era.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Russ versus Big Truss. Big Truss struggles against the Steelers usually.
Yeah.
Saying he usually struggles against the Steelers. They are favorites though. They are favorites, of course. LJ is MVP right now, of course. Do you see the struggles continuing against the Steelers? Because Steelers defense, obviously, they're arguably the best defense in the league, but this is LJ's best season of his career. So
Yeah.
how do you see LJ performing today, and how big of an impact do you see King Henry?
Yeah, I was really impressed with the Steelers last week getting that win against the Commanders. That was a very big comeback win,
Yeah, yeah.
especially like it wasn't just a game where they just had to defend and it was low scoring. Like they had to put up points to
Yes.
win that game, and they did it, right? So if they're able to score against this Ravens team, this is a Ravens team that's letting opponents score a lot on
Pass
them,
defense is
right?
horrible.
Pass defense is horrible. So if Mike Williams can have an impact, George Pickens
Mhm.
can have his impact, Freiermuth can have his impact as well in the middle of the field, and Russ is cooking, then again, I think the Steelers can do something here. I do like them to cover the spread,
All right.
but it's not crazy for them to win this game
No,
outright.
it's
And then
not.
we have a question about who's going to win this division.
Whew.
If the Steelers win this game, and it's like, wait, we thought Ravens was going to win, but maybe it's the Steel Curtain, Tomlin, and the Steelers team that's going to actually upset the Ravens and win this division.
I love to see the game winning touchdown last week, man. Mike, whoo! You know,
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers
come
trying to
on,
go out
man.
like he's the
Red
problem.
line.
Goes to the next team catching game winning touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah, that's a red line for you right there.
Yeah, I
A-Rod.
mean.
There you go.
Yeah, so A-Rod could sit down. Mike Williams in a winning situation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I want to talk about the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh coming into LA and changing the culture
Yeah.
instantly. And yes, we all want to see Justin Herbert throw the ball left, right, and center. But you know how Harbaugh is. He is wanting to run the ball. J.K. Dobbins, we've seen it in Michigan,
Hmm.
Haskins, Corum, and play defense.
Hmm.
Chargers have not let up more than 20 points this season. They only let up 20 points once to the Steelers. Everything else been under that. Lad McConkey
Hmm.
looking good. Quentin
Yeah.
Johnson's catching touchdowns.
I know.
Five
The one
touchdowns.
the one that's we only thought he could catch the ball over his shoulder. That's the guy that's catching touchdowns now. Yeah, it's
Yes.
crazy. I mean, Jim Harbaugh effect. Again, we
Yeah.
doubted him. I definitely doubted him. I
Mhm.
didn't think the Chargers would be who they are this year. But again, he's blown past all my expectations, right? Justin Herbert's playing at a top 10 level
Elite
at the
quarterback.
quarterback position easily, and this is just a disciplined, organized team. They're not making the mistakes that we're used to seeing with Chargers teams in the past.
Yeah, and there was a play last week. I seen Herbert. He's backpedaling, backpedaling, backpedaling.
Yeah,
Threw the ball to his tight end, right in his hands. He drops it, but bro, the accuracy, the strength.
yeah.
Herbert's an elite quarterback, man.
Yeah. He's always been like that, to be honest. But now he has a good coach. We're
Yes.
seeing it being very impactful. It's important, right? Coaching in this league is
Mhm.
important, right? Like we don't see mediocre coaches be successful in this league. It's always the high end coaches that are having success.
Yeah, and you see it with guys revitalizing their career, like
Hmm.
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Even though Sam Darnold was extremely sus last week,
Hmm.
or last week, like Sam Darnold's doing his thing.
Yeah,
The Bengals,
yeah.
probably one of those teams that you thought would be up there, but
Hmm.
it's just unfortunate for them. You know what I'm saying? Jamar
Yeah.
Chase, he's
Cooking.
having an outstanding season.
Yeah. Cheese, I didn't draft him. I should have drafted him instead
He
of
he
St. Brown.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Lions are running the ball all the time. St. Brown's
Yeah.
not getting as much targets. But
Hmm.
yeah, the Bengals, it's looking like they might even miss the playoffs. Joe
Yeah.
Burrow chase that connection is crazy. Obviously, it was from LSU, but you see these things. The thing that's crazy. A man like Jared Goff could throw 5 picks. We've seen it on social media. A man like
Yeah.
Jared Goff could throw for 5 picks, and a man like Joe Burrow could throw for 5 touchdowns. The guy that throws for 5 touchdowns loses.
Gets
The
a
guy that
dub.
throws for
Yeah.
5 picks wins.
It's crazy out here,
Yo,
man. So what does that come down
NFL.
to, Is it the coaching? Or just I guess it's just an undisciplined team.
Yeah,
Because there's no way a team that's turning the ball over 5 times
yeah,
should be walking away winning that game,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And again, a quarterback that throws for 5 touchdown passes and a receiver that has 238 yards, there's no way
Support.
that team should be losing the game either,
Yeah,
So I don't know, like I like the Chargers in this game, unfortunately, but I still think Joe Burrow and Chase will have a great game, but like I just don't know if it's enough at this point, right?
yeah. The thing is, we've seen it lately, especially in prime time with CJ
Hmm.
Stroud and the Texans. I'll get your thoughts. He struggled against the Jets.
Yeah.
He got sacked like crazy. And Jared Goff threw 5 interception. So over and over, he's getting chances, CJ Stroud. Is it all on the absence of Stephon Diggs, or do you think he's going through some struggles right now? Because there is no way you can't win a game when you get the ball back that many times.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's definitely going through a sophomore slump. It's
Yeah.
clear, right? Look at
Yeah.
the interceptions, right? Last year he had like what, two interceptions? This year he probably has like five or six.
Yeah.
Right. So he's definitely struggling, right? People are adapting to his style of play.
Mm.
Again, this league, like they have film, once they have film on you, they're gonna make adjustments and then they're gonna know your playing style and then going to adapt. So he's definitely going through his growing pains. But again, it is a huge factor that he hasn't had a solidified receiving core, right? Tank Dell's out, and then he comes
Yeah.
back. Nico Collins has been out, and then Diggs is now
He's
out for
coming
the
back. He
season.
said he's playing tomorrow.
Right, so Nico being back and Tank being in there, I think he'll eventually get back into form. Because again, CJ Stroud at the beginning of the season, when he had his full um, arsenal of weapons,
Mhm.
he was doing well, right?
Yeah.
It's just now that he's lost Mixon or Tank Dell or Diggs or someone's always out that he's struggling. So once this team gets healthy, I think Houston down the road will definitely be a team to worry about.
So now that they're struggling, do you still see them a lock for AFC South?
Yeah, for sure. The
So,
AFC South is terrible, right? We're looking at the Colts. They don't know who to pick as their quarterback.
Mhm.
Will Levis,
Mhm.
period, and then Mac Jones. Like so, this is what we're dealing with in the AFC South. So if
Mhm.
that's the case, man, like Houston could rest for the rest of the season, and
That's
they'll
crazy.
still win this AFC South.
That's good. A guy that has come back. I thought he was CTE free, man. I thought Tua was CTE free, and then he's going for a tackle?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
he's going for a tackle.
Head first.
Head first, brother.
Need a dome, fam. That could have been it right there.
How, like, what?
Yeah. I
They
don't
don't
know.
care. First of
He's
all, they don't
ignorant, fam.
care,
He's
but he
ignorant.
doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He clearly doesn't care. And that's scary, but yeah, he doesn't care. Because, like, really and truly, he should know by now. It's like, yo, it is what it is. Don't, like, if you can't grab him and pull him down, there's no way you should be out here putting your head down into the turf, trying to make tackles, trying to make knee tackles and stuff like that. Come on. What are we doing here?
That's
Like,
crazy.
if he didn't get paged
Yeah.
after that, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He had to. But I feel like they're at a point where they really can't talk to that guy
You can't
at this
talk to him
point.
for some
You can't
reason.
talk to him. No way.
No, that was insane. I seen that. I was like, nah, bro. This guy's not gonna see 35. The way he's moving. Like, what?
Knock on wood.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing anything on anyone, but like I'm
Yeah,
saying it's over and over. Like it's a trend right now.
yeah, yeah.
Like I don't understand this guy, man. All right, let's get to the official picks. You know what I'm saying? Go with our three games official picks. We already gave a little preview of what we think is gonna happen with these games, but it is time. Let's get oh my goodness, the 1 o'clock schedule. The 1 o'clock slate of games is crazy.
Wild. It's wild.
1 o'clock slate of games is crazy.
Red zone's gonna be going crazy today, man. I'm telling you it.
Let's start with the Steelers. They're facing the Ravens. Ravens are 3-point favorites. What are your thoughts on this? Do you see the Ravens winning? Do you see them covering?
I like the Steelers to cover the game. And I'm going to take the Steelers outright to win as
Oh,
well. I'm gonna
wow.
be bold.
Bold. Yeah.
I'm bold statement here. I
Yeah.
think Ravens are due for a loss. Um, they've been coming close to losing their last few games. I think they had a blowout in there against Denver, but
Yeah.
they've always struggled in these close games, and I feel like luck's just not gonna go their side this time around. And I think TJ Watt just has a massive game,
Yeah.
and it really gets to Lamar Jackson and
Yeah. Yeah.
Steelers somehow squeak out a win, last minute field goal.
Yeah. And TJ Watt just had a newborn. You know how it is when these
The
just have.
The Fred Van Vliet effect.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's gonna work in their favor. Forgot to mention, well, like right now, it looks like offensive player of the year is going to be between King Henry and
Yeah.
Saquon. Who do you think has the edge right now?
Mm. Saquon. I mean, Saquon may not have the touchdowns because
Yeah.
he has Jalen Hurts there, and then he's going to take
Touch,
away
touch, touch, touch,
two,
touch,
three,
touch.
four touchdowns, right? So that affects him in that point. But look what he's doing.
Hmm.
Like, these highlight plays,
Hmm.
like he has the play of the year so far in the NFL
Yeah.
season, right?
Yeah.
So I like Saquon. I like the storyline with
Hmm.
him. But if Derrick Henry keeps scoring touchdowns, right? Derrick Henry is already at what, 1,000 yards almost
Ready.
already there, and then if he's scoring a touchdown every game, it's gonna be hard for him not to win that. But again, also like Jamar Chase is someone that's in that conversation as well as a wide receiver.
Keeper.
Like 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 Chase is out here putting up these numbers, scoring every game too. So I think it's a three-man race at this point. But I like Saquon right now. But again, it'll be hard if he's not able to score, because of those Hurts touchdowns.
Yeah. So the Chiefs, they're underdogs. They're at the Bills. Do you see? We already know how good Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are as underdogs. What are you thinking with this game in Buffalo?
Yeah, this game just feels like deja vu. I feel like they play each other all the time, man. Well, again, they're both finishing first in the division, so it's it's
Mhm.
it's gonna happen when they do end up having each other in each other's schedule.
Yeah.
Um, Mahomes as an underdog, man. Like the trend is there historically. Every time Mahomes is an underdog, he somehow finds a way to win. So
True.
I'm gonna have to take the Chiefs in this one. I like them to cover the spread as well, so I like the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah. Um, Hopkins has been looking pretty good with his new guy, but after that first game with Cooper and Allen, he caught a touchdown that first game. Cooper has been he hasn't really been targeted much.
Hmm.
So I think maybe they get
Yeah,
some
I think
target.
I think they're saving him for this game. I think he's been out the
Yeah,
last two games.
yeah.
So hopefully it's something that they were thinking about with this game ahead. And I think Dalton Kincaid will be out this game. So, and I don't know if Keenan Coleman has returned either. So
Mm,
they might be a bit handicapped at wide receiver right now. So I think they're gonna have to give Amari Cooper some opportunities in this game for sure.
yeah, for sure. Sunday nighter, we mentioned it before. Two quarterbacks in the same draft class, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Chargers are at home. Chargers are the favorites. What do you see happening?
I think this should be a good game. Very organized from the Chargers' point of view. They're not gonna make a lot of mistakes. I think Chargers are also getting Joey Bosa back, getting a lot of defensive pieces back. So I like the Chargers to win this one. But again, Bengals season's on the line. Bengals, when their back is against the wall, they usually fight back and make something happen. So again, if Bengals find a way to win, I wouldn't be surprised for sure. But I just don't. I like the way that the Chargers are playing football right now. They're just organized, disciplined, and they're not making mistakes. So if that's gonna be the recipe, I feel like they find a way to win this game at home.
Yeah. Let's give the people one more. You know what I'm saying? An additional game, additional pick, another divisional game. Seahawks and the 49ers. What do we
Hmm.
see happening there? And do we see CMC really having that breakout game? And can
Hmm.
Brock Purdy come back to being the Brock Purdy of last season?
Yeah, I think this is the time where he does. I think
Mhm.
Brock Purdy has a huge game.
Mhm.
Look for him in his passing, go over his passing yards. CMC to go over his rushing yards as
Mhm.
well and to
Yeah.
get in the end zone. But again, don't get me wrong. Gino and the Seahawks team, like they're able to put up points. So maybe the over is something you look at this game for this game too. Kenneth Walker is healthy. DK Metcalf will be back in this game as well. Jackson, we've seen JSN. He's been picking up in the absence of DK, the Tyler
Okay.
Lockett. So again, the offense is there. I just don't know what the defense is saying, right? They
Mhm.
brought over a defensive-minded head coach, and that defense hasn't been what people expected. So I like the Niners in this one. I just don't think that the defense will be able to stop them.
Yeah, and that's what we got for y'all. Week 11 got you with the picks, got you updated with what's going on in the NFL, what we think is gonna happen. Usually we right. We're gonna see what's going on. You
Yes,
already
sir.
know. Jayo Stole Sports. Y'all subscribe, like, comment. Jay Lynch came through. You already know how it goes, man. Holla at y'all next week.
Yes, sir.